This is truly an historic day here in Jersey City. A 27-year-old named Jackie Robinson is playing his first game for the Montreal Royals, the Dodger Farm Club. Robinson steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing a long drive into deep left field. It might be home run, Jackie Robinson.
In the beginning, there was baseball. It is Wednesday, April 15th. It is Jackie Robinson Day, and it's some guy's birthday. I don't know. I forget who. I am CJ. You can find me on Twitter at CJ in Pinstripes. I am here with my co-host, the birthday boy, Evan. You can find him on Twitter at EvanDWetzel4. And hell, we got everybody else on planet Earth here. So, Evan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. This has been an awesome birthday. Thank you, everyone. This is 27 Down, perfect podcast for the perfect game. We got the whole Grunt staff talk here. I can't speak.
Wow, want to try that one more time?
Talks staff is here. Take it away, guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah, the chaos begins. I love it. Just go for it. Mike, you're back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. You were here last week. We're glad to have you back. We've got Justin. Justin, how are you doing?
Doing fantastic.
Wonderful. What about you, Darren?
Glad to see all your faces for once.
Yeah, true.
Nice.
And we got Kate. How you doing, Kate?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful.
Little spicy.
I'm doing fantastic.
Excuse me if you hear squeaking. It's the bike.
Yeah. So
So
why don't you tell our listeners what's that all about?
Oh, I have to pedal for electricity for the family.
Ain't that some shit?
Trapped in
Hey.
a basement.
Hey, at least you're getting some solid cardio in.
Oh yeah, it's great. This thing's a piece of shit. It's wiggling. It's wobbling.
It's
You
no
kidding me?
Peloton.
No, this thing
don't fall down.
Why are you wearing a mask outside of your own
There's
house?
a lot of people around. I'm practicing social distancing rules. There's like 6 of us here. We shouldn't even be gathering like this.
Oh, that's a good point. Don't sneeze, anybody.
Yeah, try your best. I'll try my best not to sneeze on my own computer. So what do we got to talk about today, folks? Because I got to tell you, I'm really good when it comes to coming up with stuff to talk about when we have like a guest on. But I love the chaos that we got going on here. So what are we talking about today?
It's
Honestly,
Jackie Robinson Day, so I'd say that.
Yeah, we can start there. I heard he was a pretty good baseball player.
He was one of the better ones. Yep.
But of course, we can't overstate. Obviously, the guy was a fantastic player, but we can't overstate like what he did for the game, right? I mean,
Right.
the first player to break the color barrier, and ever since then, it truly is just equal opportunity. If you're good at baseball, you'll play. Period.
Yeah, you know what I liked about Jackie Robinson too is he was great at baseball. So not only, when you look back at the history, he was a great player. He was as he started to play, he was great to be around. It was rough at first, but then people started to accept him, and people even stood up for him as his career went on. He's a great story. I think MLB did a great thing by running with this, making it a day. Everybody wears 42. It's one of my favorite games of the year. I have 2 jerseys with 42 on it. Because they're timeless. They never go old.
Yeah, it's awesome.
He was and he also took the criticism so well for the time. If all the stories we hear are accurate, which I believe they are, I mean, he handled all of that with such class. It was crazy. I could not imagine somebody doing that to me daily and just walking away from it. He really showed a lot of character with what he did.
For sure.
And I don't think a lot of players could have done that. Because I know
character
people
and
always say,
bravery.
yeah, because people always say if it wasn't him, there would have been another. But not everyone would have been able to handle it like that. And that's where I think it stands out the most to me is his ability to brush off his shoulders and just move on.
Yep.
That was incredible.
for sure.
And if you haven't seen the movie, I definitely recommend it.
I was
And-
just watching the movie, actually. It's a great movie.
Yeah,
And
it's not bad.
they made the point when they were looking for Jackie Robinson that it needed to be a specific person, which is why they picked him. And they said, well, not Satchel Paige, he's too old. So they were going through the list. It had to be someone who could last a certain amount of time and someone who they thought could, really do it.
Who's
and
comparable in today's game?
he won an MVP. He wound up being the highest paid player on the Dodgers when it was all said and done. So not only did they pick a good character guy, but he backed it up with baseball, which makes this story that much better. It would have been a terrible story if he was a crappy baseball player when it was all said and done.
That's true. I'm just wondering, who would you guys compare him to today? Like, if there was a player playing right now, skill set wise, who would it be, in your opinion?
It's a great question. I mean, I get kind of a strong. I hate to say this, only because like he's such a pile of garbage as a person, but I can see a lot of Jose Altuve, very strong contact hitter who has
Yep.
some pop.
This is officially the time where I sign off and leave.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye?
All I'm trying to say is there's a player that reminds me skill set wise of Jackie Robinson, and it just so happens to be a piece of shit.
Well, let's see what happens when there's no banging going on. We'll see how skill set he is then.
True.
How do you know word? See how skill
I should say Jose Altuve with asterisk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to talk about that entire situation anymore. I'm so over like talking about it that. Let's see, who would I compare him to? You know what? It's tough because you don't find that kind of player today that often. Speed.
I remember a couple of years ago the Curtis Granderson comparisons. He kind of had that build and speed and all-around game, and people would say Curtis Granderson was kind of someone you could compare him to skill set wise.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, especially from like a walking perspective, I can see that he had a little too much power to be Jackie, but it's not a terrible comp.
DJ LeMahieu, Curtis Granderson combined in one.
Yeah, you take the patience of LeMahieu and
The contact.
Yeah, the contact. That's what I meant. You take the contact of LeMahieu, like the patience and defensive ability. Although LeMahieu's not a bad defender at all, but
No, not.
yeah, I think the two of them kind of make us. He's honestly, he's kind of a unique player.
We're missing
Joe
somebody.
just texted me Jeff McNeil, but he's just saying that because he's a stinking Mets fan.
Jeff McNeil.
You know what? Jeff McNeil, just like that CBS list that I'm going to go over eventually. Jeff McNeil, Pete Alonso. That was the stupidest list I've ever seen. There were 3 players in the top 100 that haven't even played a fucking inning in the big leagues yet. How do you do that? How do you put somebody in the top 100 when they've never even stepped on the field?
Yeah, Joe Adele, you mean?
Joe Adell, the pitcher from the White Sox, Robert Roberts. I got it somewhere.
He's an outfielder, Luis Roberts.
What is this
Luis
list? What is it's 100 what?
Hey, there was only 2 people that actually played, and it was Luzardo from the A's, who pitched 12 innings.
He's going to be nasty, though.
But he's not top 100.
No, they shouldn't be. I disagreed with the list, too. I didn't think Matt Chapman was 7.
Is this the top 100 players? Is that what this is?
They had Arenado below. Hold on, let me close this screen out and bring the list up.
Yeah, I actually got to take a look at it because I haven't seen this.
Oh, I got it. Trust me. I've been breaking this thing down for 3 days now.
You said it was CBS? Is that what it was?
Oh, dude, it's so bad.
Something like that. We need to get Kate and Justin's thoughts on Jackie Robinson.
We're also missing somebody, I just noticed.
Sam is trying to get in. I just got a message. Her and V are both trying to get in, so we'll have some other people joining us soon. I'm going to put the spec on.
Sorry, I'm still trying to bring up the images here.
I don't know. The one player that keeps coming to mind who I would compare is Mike Trout.
No way. That's Mickey Mantle of our generation. You can't compare anyone to him. He's got everything. He's got speed, power. He's in a league of his own, literally.
True. Fair point.
My opinion.
Juan Soto's number 11. Get out of here.
After that, I
you
thought the
agree with
couple was
Chapman
cool.
at 7?
Matt
Chapman
Chapman?
at 7. You know, I don't agree, but I don't think it's egregious either.
No, I don't think it's egregious. I don't know. I put him in like top 15. I just think 7's a little high for him.
I think Rendon is overrated on this list.
Yep.
I think Bogarts is overrated on this list.
But
Bogart
Rendon was
sucks.
really good in the playoffs. I have to pull that up so I can follow along. Too.
Sorry, I can't find my own list that I posted.
You got to go around front. Around
I
front.
have to go back on Twitter just to find it. I hate Twitter, by the way.
Twitter, yeah. How's Aussie land, Kate?
Aussie land,
Yeah, give us the kangaroo report, please.
the kangaroo report. Not many kangaroos out at the moment. I think they're social distancing as well.
Do they just like walk down the street there? Like you go out to get your mail and there's one just like hopping down the street? Is that a thing?
It is where I am because I'm in a rural town, so. But not in the sometimes in the suburbs.
I would
Not
literally
often.
shit my pants if I walked.
Hold on, give me
outside.
1 second. I'm going up through the house just to get the paper list.
I'm scared of kangaroos.
Bro, Aaron Judge is number 47. Immediately headbutt.
Hold on,
I'm
I'm
closing.
gonna.
Get out of
You
here.
have to lose your mind when I show you this whole. Where the fuck
Put
is-
your own fist in your mouth and just, I don't know what you're going to do with it, but if you're putting Aaron Judge 47th, then, I don't know, use your imagination. Because that's,
Yep, I
Okay,
imagine
you guys-
Kate agrees with that.
All right, I got the list right here.
Absolutely.
Okay, number 1 is the only one that they got correct, and that was Mike Trout.
oh, yeah.
From
Yeah.
there, it's a shit show.
Dude, Zach Greinke is ahead of Aaron Judge.
Yeah,
it
that
gets-
makes no
it
sense.
it gets worse, okay? Nolan Arenado is 20. Behind Altuve, Strasburg, Grandal, Bogarts, Chapman, and Betts. It is one. I mean, it's fucked up from the first 20 names.
Garrett Cole with 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and even that. I mean, like, you don't
can't
have
compare
to.
the pitchers and the hitters.
That's another thing. Yeah, that needed its own separate list.
I agree.
All right, here's the page that really gets me. Whit Merrifield is number 83.
I
Remember,
love Whit.
He's amazing. They have Vlad Jr. at 56. The dude did jack shit last year.
Way too fat to be that high on the list.
Sorry, he was
That's
terrible.
it.
I mean, he was not good. I mean, he's a rookie, but he wasn't that good.
He was good on potential only. He was not really good otherwise.
Here they are. Joe Adell, Luis Roberts, Gavin Lux was the hitter that had 75 at bats.
Yeah, Dodgers, shortstop, second base. He's going to be good, but no, he wasn't that great last year either.
Simmons is a potential Hall of Famer with his defense, and he really is if you actually look at the numbers. He's number 100 on the list. I don't know who made this list or if they were just trying to troll us, but
I'm looking through it, and it's as if someone said, "Hey, just make a list of 100 random players."
okay. Ryu is number
That's all it
48.
looks like.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The more I look at this, the more like absolutely mind blown I am. Whoa. Hi.
Absolutely.
Yay,
Nice
Sam's here.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
All right, so what else we see Mike Trout as number 1. Who would you guys put it at number 2?
Well, you know,
Acuna.
Yeah, again, you got to make sure you're separating hitters from pitchers, right? So I can't see anyone possibly putting the best pitcher in the world at number 2 if you're putting a hitter at number 1. So
Ronald Acuna, Mookie Betts, one of those guys is up
Yeah,
there.
Bellinger, Yelich.
Lindor, you know,
I'd probably say Yelich. I'd put Yelich at number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put Yelich.
I got
I mean, especially if you're going to take his contract into consideration.
Aaron, really?
Well, is he doing scary stories to tell in the dark?
Yeah, that's what he was doing.
I was doing the Sandlot scene, you bastard. He put the light under his face.
We're about to get around the campfire with Darren and tell ghost stories. This is going to be amazing.
It's like
Oh,
an episode
great.
of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
You want me to open the window? You want me to put the light on, get the glare? You want that? All right, then stop complaining.
Cranky pants.
I don't know what
All
I
right, so honestly, though,
your dungeon or Evan Christmas tree?
I'm in my bedroom. See, there's a bed. There's a pillow.
Where's the
All right, I
Gatorade?
live in Florida.
There's a guy with a gun who won't let him out.
I told you, I have to pedal the bike to get the electricity. I stopped pedaling. Look what happened.
Unreal.
Mass
Obus
chaos.
is number 79. This list is just an absolute joke. Michael Brantley is number 93. That dude is one of the best hitters in baseball. Granted, Houston, I know what I said about that earlier, but he's always been a good hitter even before he went to that team. I just don't see how you put 3 players that never played an inning on this list.
Yeah.
All right, we got Sonny Gray at 70, Lance Lynn at 81, JD Martinez at 82.
I mean, even a guy like Soroka, who, had a fantastic year, but it was a year.
Yeah.
And they've got him in the 40 range.
No, you know what that reminds me of? The one good season Eric Gagne had. They would have put him on this list. And Eric Gagne, I'm sorry, was not that great.
Oh,
That's
man.
going to get into
But
my.
Eric Gagne did manage to pop out a 4-WAR season from the closer position. That's
Unbelievable.
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Speaking of WAR, do you know Ramiro Mendoza had a 3.0 WAR in, I forgot the year, but it was one of those World Series years?
That's pretty good. Mo did the same thing when he was the setup guy in '96.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really crazy.
You got to be like unbelievably, like stupidly good as a reliever to be able to do that.
What's Mo's career WAR, do you know?
For a reliever?
Yeah.
I'll get you that in 1 second.
Oh man, I have no idea. It's got to be someone who's logged a lot of innings and was good. So
Yeah.
Gossage maybe.
I'll let you know in a second.
I don't like that stat.
Oh, Sam. Who said that?
Good. I don't like that stat.
I'm with Sam. See, this is good. We're a perfect mix here because I'm not a stat guy. I just like baseball. I get stats. I understand them, but I'm just not a stat guy. So when all the stat nerds start coming out, I just watch baseball.
That's exactly how I am.
I walk away because again, I like old school. Baseball before they had all these stat nerds before Moneyball.
All right, go ahead. Take a guess. Give me guess the top 5.
You just cut off Michael, but okay.
So I don't see anything. I'm just.
No, but seriously, people think I'm archaic because I like batting average and all that type of stuff. I don't like WAR.
Well, it all depends on what you're trying to do, right? Like if you're trying to gauge like results, then there's a certain set of stats that can help there. So batting average and all the stuff that you would expect, those are good for results. And if you're just there to watch the game, then hey, cool. But if you're there to like actually analyze and kind of get a deep dive into what a player, like compare 2 players and maybe who's going to have more success going forward, then those more in-depth stats have their place.
Look, I'm both. Like, I think stats have their place, but you can't dismiss actually looking at a player and, seeing them and judging them based on.
Sure. Yeah.
You can't just look at stats and go based on the stats, this is their potential, because stats don't pick up everything. So I'm both.
Brett Gardner.
Good.
Ideal.
Thank
Stats will
you.
make up everything.
But look
Stat
at
nerd's
Right.
Gardner.
I got the list here.
about Mo before. Look at his stats. Look when he first started as a starter. I'm sure that first year the stats wouldn't have been pretty to him, and look what he turned into.
Yeah, and I mean, I agree with what Kate says that, I mean, there's a reason why most baseball teams, or at least the most successful ones, have a mix as well. They have guys that they have huge analytical departments, but of course they're still going to employ scouts whose job it is to go out there and look at the player.
I just
All
feel
right,
like there's. Oh no, go.
No, I was gonna say, go ahead and just guess the top 5.
I'm gonna guess that number 1 was Gossage.
Mariano's in there. Is this top 5 Yankees?
All right, everybody, give me your number 1 for reliever WAR all time.
Oh, all
Mo.
time.
Yeah, Mo.
No, I think it's Gossage.
Trevor, the guy from San Diego. Trevor Hell's Bells.
Okay, number 1 was Mo. Gossage is number 2.
Okay.
Trevor Hoffman.
Yeah, you can
Trevor
suck
Hoffman,
it.
San Diego.
Hoffman is number 4.
Yep.
And then it gets a little weird. Papelbon is 14.
All right.
Kimbrel?
Quisenberry. What about Quisenberry? Not even on the list? That's embarrassing.
Not even on the top 30.
Where's Eckersley?
You're talking
Eckersley
about a
is-
different year, though.
9.
Those guys were different back then. They used to pitch a lot differently.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
that's why it's weird. That's why
Yeah.
it's weird, because they would go out there and they would pitch 3 innings at a time, and
It was a
slam the
totally
bullshit.
different situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you kind of went into like the loogies where it was like the left only guys that used to come in for 1 batter, 2 batters. And now it's kind of closer-esque. And now with the 3 batter minimum, I don't know. It's the relievers have just gone on such a different generational thing to me. It's hard.
Yeah.
Stats are hard to look at with them.
except for Rivera. Rivera actually pitched only like 200 innings less than Gossage. But then it's a huge drop
Just think
off.
that.
Yeah, but Gossage pitched in an era where people pitched. You know what I mean? They didn't baby these guys from 1 inning or 4 outs. Or, you know, Gossage, you tell the manager he was going to stay out there for 3 innings.
Gossage also threw with much less velocity than a lot of guys do now, so it's a lot less of a strain on the arm.
But it's also the analytical team likes matchups more than
That also, yeah, that too.
feeling of the pitcher and the moment and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know,
Girardi's
look-
book.
Hey man, I like Girardi's binder. I actually was a fan of it. Like he's just
Yeah.
trying to put. There are times he overdid it. There are 100% times he overdid it. But I do like the fact that he was just trying to get the best matchup out there.
you have to have a good flow, a good scale of it. It has to be an ebb and a flow to it. You have to do both. What is that?
That's V asking what we're talking about.
I'm like,
Hi,
V's the
V.
best. Hi, V. I think Joe has a question for us. Joe, you want to do your question now?
All right, I'm coming back.
Yay.
All right. All right.
Where are you? Northern Lights.
Where are you?
From Darren's Dungeon to Northern Lights.
I see that, but he was in the woods 2 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Just
dude,
ignore
I
his
mean,
background.
He was at fucking City Field like 2 weeks ago. So like at least he's practicing social distancing now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
terrible.
way up
He
there.
was,
I'm
he was
I'm
at
north.
a full stadium.
I'm just north.
Go
All
on.
right.
What's your Mets-related question?
All right. So in honor of Jackie Robinson Day, Evan's birthday, and what used to be tax day, I want one pitcher and one hitter that you wish you could have seen play. And I'll just start with my left and go forward. So Evan, you go first.
Oh, wow.
Jackie Robinson,
Okay.
Cy Young.
Wow. Wow. You went for it. All right. Michael J.
Ty Cobb as the player and Babe Ruth as the pitcher.
Good ones. Good ones. Squirt McGurk. I hate saying that. CJ.
Oh man, This is a great question. I'll say for pitcher, Guidry at his peak, and hitter, let's go with. I'm gonna go with Hank Aaron.
All right, Darren.
All right, for hitter, I have to say Mickey Mantle for sure. Pitcher-wise, I mean, that's hard. One pitcher that I want to see. Bob Gibson. I want to see if his fastball really did come in as hard as they really say it did.
Yeah.
Good one.
All right, Samantha.
I would say Mickey Mantle. My
Yeah.
cat's Mickey Mantle. My dad talks about watching him play. I would like to see Mickey Mantle. Pitcher is tough because there's so many I like. Maybe Satchel Paige, just the history of it.
I was
I
going
don't
to
know.
go with him too. Yeah. He
I-
just seemed like a badass. Like, it just
Yeah.
different times back then.
I like I like pitchers with personality and pitchers like you just I don't know. He's got so many stories around him. I would
Yeah.
love to. I don't know.
Nice.
I like-
All right, Justin.
All right, so for pitcher, I'm going to say Sandy Koufax.
Wow.
And then hitter, I'm going to say Yogi Berra.
I forgot about Yogi. I forgot I'm surrounded by Yankee fans too. So see a common theme here.
Yeah, nobody's gonna say Daryl Strawberry here.
No, that's what I was going with Doc and
Not a
Daryl.
chance.
I was going to go with Doc and Daryl.
On the Yankees,
That was like, I was just too young. I was like 7 or 8 when they started, doing extracurricular activities. Catherine, you're next.
Hitter, definitely Jolton Joe, especially during that streak. Pitcher without a doubt, Satchel Paige. Just yeah. So those two.
Did we get Michaels yet?
You did.
I don't remember. I wasn't listening.
Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth.
So
Oh, cool.
I'd like to Ty Cobb slide my cleat into your chest for not paying attention.
He literally zoned out. Where were you for the last 5 minutes?
Oh, I was just zoning out.
and
So
I thought about this long and hard, and I think it might get Evan mad. And in honor of his birthday, I just wanted to get him. I just wanted to get him a little angry. So
Oh, you son
I'm
of a-
going with for hitter. I was going to go Babe Ruth and Satchel Paige, but I'm replacing Babe Ruth with Sadahara O.
Hmm.
868 home runs beat Ruth. So I mean, I know he's in another country, and
Yeah, I
I'm
could-
not
I could
even
probably hit-
slightly amused.
I could probably hit 800 home runs in like a little league park.
no. The parks are bigger over there. The parks are 600 feet to center field.
Right.
So I got something cool for you guys. I was going through an old box of just random stuff, and I came out with so many amazing cards that I never knew I had. And I think we could start maybe giving these away to people for fun, for answering questions every week.
What do we got?
Tied with the bubble gum? Can we have the?
What do we got? I mean, we got everything here. I don't even know where to start.
Hit the bubble gum.
Here we go. I don't know. We got a bunch of Yankee rookies. Let's find a good one to give away this week. Of course, I grabbed the one handful of nothing. We got a Bernie rookie if you want him.
I do.
Tony
Wow.
Kubek rookie if you want him.
You got Jacoby Ellsbury?
Oh yeah, I probably burned him.
No.
Nobody wants that. That's a curse in and of itself right
Yeah,
there.
that needs to be burned.
Wade Boggs, the Chicken Man rookie.
Nice.
Never even knew these cards were here. What should we give away? Should we give away an autograph card?
Do whatever you want, man. You got the floor for about a minute.
Yeah, I think an autograph card sounds like a good idea.
All right, let's give away El Duque then.
Sweet.
So how are we gonna do it? What are we gonna do?
I got
Well,
it.
it's my birthday, so I get El Duque. Awesome. Thank you.
I think this sounds like a good idea. You guys let me know what you think. On whenever this gets posted to Twitter from the official Grunt Talks page, retweet the link, and we'll pick a random person from those retweets to receive the card.
Yep. Like it.
Love it. Love it.
Dig it.
Yep, we
Yep.
did that week 1. Worked. Never heard from the person again.
Kind of like
Gave
me
away-
and a little
Derek
bit.
Jeter rookie card signed. Gone.
Perfect.
All right, guys, we got to wrap this up. We've been going for about 36 minutes. This is 27 Down, perfect podcast for the perfect game. Thanks, everybody.